Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Irish Rebels movement. And I have to say, it is a glorious day, depending on just weather patterns as well. It's just really to do with the fact that there's lines in the sky, but that can be sorted out. It can get better. But it's really not the best day when it comes to geoengineering, because you can see it happening dead ahead. A lot of people don't really care about that, but it is happening, and there are little lines in the sky. A lot of people know about lines. They don't know much about the lines in the sky. But in fairness, as we all know as well, what was it during the Celtic Tiger time? I read about this, learned about it in school as well. Basically, there was a lot of emphasis on that narcotic, the white, at the time. You know, people had a lot of money for it, and a lot of people are saying that's exactly what's happening again now. But you see, the difference is during the Celtic Tiger, well, from what I remember anyway, and from I know of, Ireland was predominantly Irish during the Celtic Tiger. There was only a few oddities in our nation, the few oddities, which I call them. People who have no right to be here, you know. And there's a lot of them. People that have absolutely no right to be here within our country. Within our land of saints and scholars. Our beautiful country. Our Ireland, our nation. There's a lot that just don't deserve to be here. And that comes into the fact that, you know, they just don't love our culture, they don't love our country, they don't want to actually integrate. They never want to integrate. They're always with each other. They just hang out with each other, but it's okay for them. The lamestream media will never say anything about that. They'll never have any problem with that. No. They'll always just criticise our own. They'll always criticise our own people. They'll always criticise young people. They'll always criticise our elderly. They'll always criticise everyone in every age bracket who is Irish. And anyone in Europe, really. Well, anyone from the main Western European countries. Ireland, Germany, France, Spain, Portugal, Poland. Well, they're not Western European, but you know what I mean. They're ridiculed for who they are. They're ridiculed for the nation. But our nation is under attack. And it is a glorious day today, but I'm just talking about those lines. And you can see him just ahead as I veer in. As I show you with the camera, it's apparent. And you know, they're not clouds, like, for anyone under the illusion that they're some sort of clouds. They're not clouds. They're literally just chemical intrusion. And you can see, look again. Look at the H symbol in the sky, like. What clouds make a H? You can see the line going across and the two lines going on the side. And then obviously you have one line going straight across. And that's actually like some sort of it's kind of like mocking Christianity in a way. It's what they do. But this is our country, and you can see the glory in the land. They talk about the climate agenda. They say our country is in danger with the climate agenda, but it isn't. It's all make-believe to make people pay more money, pay more taxes, pay more for everything, give away more of their freedom, give away more of their rights, give away their sovereignty, give away more tax to this climate agenda, which is climate alarmism, which is just making people alarmed the whole time, making people worry the whole time, giving people PTSD about the climate. There's people my age, younger, worrying now every day about the state, but they never question the nefarious lines in the sky. Never, ever, ever. They never question them. But look, that's just one of our issues. People don't want to wake up, but we have an immigration issue in this country, a huge immigration issue, and it's uncontrolled immigration. What they aim to do is totally replace our people. They aim to change drastically white European culture, but Irish culture, our own nation. They want to change us from the inside out. It's what their agenda is. It's what their climate alarmism is all about as well. It's taking people off the ball. It's distracting. It's another form of distraction. It's all distraction games. Climate change is nonsense. As the Americans would say, it's baloney. We'd say, well, in England they'd say it's a load of codswallop. Or it's a load of, we'd say here, a load of codology. But, yeah, so like, just want to let everyone know as well that, you know, you need to start questioning just those lines as well. Maybe looking into that, because it's very important. See, it's all around. 2 lines there. That's not natural, like. They're not clouds. Although it is a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. A great day. I just like people to fact as well that there is some questionable acts going on in our skies. And there is pilots being paid to do it. And they're not going to tell you they're doing it either. They're not going to admit to you that they're doing it. They're just doing it, you know what I mean? And they're doing it to line their pockets. It's the same thing. They think it won't affect them, just like the career politicians in this country who are destroying our nation think it won't affect them. But at the end of the day, it does affect them. It does, and our nation just needs to wake up to that. But you can see the beautiful scenery ahead. See, that's just the entrance from one field to another. But then again, they tell us that we have to cut down on the amount of cattle. They tell farmers that they need to cut down on cattle and have less of a herd. But while at they're going to import Brazilian beef, which is low grade, low quality, chemically tainted, dirty meat, horrible meat. We don't want it. We don't want that produce in our country. And every time you go to the supermarkets as well, and all the shelves, we have the ability to be producing all our vegetables. Most of the vegetables now that you'll see on the shelves, they're being imported from other countries like Spain, Costa Rica, Paraguay as well. You'd see nowadays, France. We have the ability to grow everything here. Not everything, but everything, basic things. You know what I mean? That are substantial to our climate, that grow with our climate, that are suitable to our climate. And unfortunately as well, like, people just don't want to look into that fact either. They just, but like, all you have to do is just look at it and say to yourself that, look at the amount of money our country could be making, real money, that could go into the pockets of our people if we just start looking at the beauty that we have in our land and the ability that we have to create something great as well with this country, because we have great land, great ability to produce. That's all we have to do. Mostly blue day today, which is great. Mostly blue day, but you know, anytime I do see the lines in the sky, I question it, because it's important to question that. It's important to look into it as well. Just be aware as well that not everything is as set in stone, kind of like black and white, you know what I mean? There's more to it. People say, oh, they're only doing that to kind of cool the planet. Some people say this. No, it's actually, well, it's exactly that, but then at the same time they tell you the planet is heating up, which isn't true, because nearly every day in this country now is windy. Even if it's a good day, it's windy. It doesn't matter where you are. You're in the sunny southeast, where I am. or you're in the west, or you're in the north, every day is windy. Do you know what I mean? Or you're in just the east, or the south, and so on. It's just every day is windy. But yeah, just hope everyone has a great weekend, and look, thanks for listening anyway. Grev Mila Mahagud, Tal Our Ensio, and subscribe to the Irish Rebels movement.